What's up guys, macadii here. Now today I'm bringing you guys the first battle with our Mega Altaria team. Now as you guys can notice, or probably have noticed at least, I've made a couple of changes to the team. We've made sure that the life score is now Toxic Heal, Poison Heal rather than Hyper Cutter. And we've also changed out the brawling for Conkeldurr because Weaviles and also Mega Manentric just completely ran our team through. So that was a really good suggestion for you guys, and yeah. Looking at this guy's team, he's got what looks to be a sort of fairly standard Rotom, possibly landorus-t core, like physical core, Charizard, which is going to be a problem. I guess the Staraptor is going to be incredibly useful. We need to just keep that around and make sure he doesn't get Dragon Dance up. Kyurem B as well. You don't see that very often, but that can definitely do a number, especially on our defensive core as well. But we'll see. We'll be okay. Hopefully. Okay, so I predict him to kind of lead with the Rotom, which is why I'm kind of... It sounds a little bit weird, but maybe the Conk is the way to go. Because even if he then decides to start off with a Lando, we can force it out with Ice Punch. And just go for a knockoff to start with. I think Conk is a fairly safe... Yeah, not too bad. We got the Intimidate drop. I'm just going to knock off here. He does go for the U-turn here. Hopefully... goes out into something like Starmie, or I guess we had just the Rotom. Fair enough. Well, we can get rid of the item on that. Chesto Berry. Okay, so he's Resto Chesto. That is good to know. Well, from here, I'm quite tempted just to... do we just stay in? Because there's really not a huge amount this guy can do, and he may even Will-O-Wisp us. He does just go for the Volt Switch. Well, something's going to have to take quite a major hit here. I guess the Landorus is probably his best switch here. Getting another attack drop as well, but what can you do? There's not a huge amount. So Gliscor is a fairly safe switch here. I know he's probably going to U-turn here, so I am kind of tempted just to stay in. It's difficult to tell because Conk actually does a number on his team, so I'd almost be tempted to go out to Gliscor because I know he can go out into either the Starmie or the Rotom, but we can go out into the Tentacruel. I guess the Kyurem as well could be a problem, but we'll work around. We can work around it. It's fine. So we're going to go out into Gliscor here as he does go for the U-turn. At least we're going to get our Toxic Orb up, and that's going to be really, really useful as he does go out into the Rotom here. Okay, so 242. I think we outspeed this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out into... let's see. He has got a Rapid Spinner. So we can't go for like Sludge, Toxic Spikes or anything like that just yet. And also, to be honest, like the only thing it really affects is the Kyurem and I guess the Starmie to an extent. So it's not really worth it. But I think what we're going to do... Let's see, what's the best plan of action? I'm almost tempted to go Tentacruel and then just go for the Sludge Bomb on the switch. Well, we will outspeed this way. Yeah, let's go into Tentacruel because he is going to probably go for the Hydro Pump here. And that's really not going to do a huge amount. We can take Volt Switches incredibly well. So I'm just going to go for a Sludge Bomb here because if we can get a Poison on the Rotom, that is going to be really, really useful. I know he has the rest. No, we don't get the Poison, but he is going to Volt Switch here. Probably out into his Landorus, but then we know that Gliscor could take whatever that Landorus wants to do, so that's not too much of a problem. He goes out into the Kyurem now. Okay, this is a bit more of a problem. What we're going to have to do is probably find something that's going to pick something to die, which isn't ideal. Let's see. Because we won't outspeed this. 239. It depends if he's speed invested, which I think he probably is. I think he might even be Scarfed. Let's see, did Lando's just been doing U-turns, and Lando has leftovers. Okay, so we know he's got leftovers, so this is probably his Scarfer. So I'm gonna be risky here. And we're gonna go out into Gliscor. As he does go for the Ice Beam. Fair enough, yeah. But we know he's Scarfed, which means we can go out into a few things. We could go out into the Magnet Zone actually. Choice Specs Flash Cannon could be an option. Let's see. No, we can't go out to Altaria just yet because Scarfed even when it's scarfed, it's going to do a lot of damage. Staraptor may not KO, that's the only thing. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go out, maybe even Conk, just go for the Drain Punch. I think that's probably our safest bet, is go out into Conk, go for the Drain Punch, force the switch, and he's probably going to go out into the Rotom, but we may 2-hit KO. He's going to outspeed though, but I think we can just stay in and we can just... Big mistake, matey, because a Drain Punch is going to take him out, and now we're Guts as well, which is going to whittle down our health, but it's not going to be as bad as we think it's going to be. I'm tempted just to Ice Punch here, because I think he's going to be going for an Earthquake, and getting Landorus out the way would be huge. He does just end up U-turning. Fair enough. We'll see what he goes out into. Goes out into the Charizard. Okay, Ice Punch still does a decent amount. The next question is he X or is he Y? Looking at his team, I'd almost say Y. Which... it's really tricky to know. We do need this around, so I'm actually going to save it. But I think Tentacruel might be the way to go, because Tentacruel is creating a lot of potential switch-ins, which I don't really like. And we can just then, if we can survive a hit somehow, we might be able to get a free hit off as well. We'll see. Goes into the Y version. That was what I was worried about. Gets the crit, and the crit, I think, may have mattered there, yeah. Unfortunately. But we're just going to go for... let's go for a Sludge Bomb. He does pack the EQ. Fair enough. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go out into probably the Staraptor, looking at this. And just go for, probably Double Edge is the way to go. Let's see, so Brave Bird doesn't make much difference, to be honest. I'm just going to go for the Double Edge here, because that's going to be able to take it out. I could U-turn, but I don't really want to U-turn and have it go out to anything else. He goes out into the Lando. Let's see how much this does. 55% with a Choice Scarf. That is just disgusting. We're going to go for another one of these. Staraptor is just... oh. We take out the Landorus. That is just unbelievable. I didn't realise that would do that amount of damage. That is... oh, incredible. He is probably going to go out to the Bisharp here, I would say. But he's going to have to Sucker Punch. He goes out into the Kyurem. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to calc this, because I... may be able to live a hit. Be able to KO him from here. Let me just check. Okay, so we're definitely not KOing with a Double Edge. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go out into something else. He's going to have to go for an Ice move or Dragon move. So we're going to go for Magnezone. He goes the Earth Power. Okay, so he's making some really, really good predictions. That is fair enough. But what we can do now is we can go back out into Staraptor and something is going to die. I'm not too sad about losing the Magnezone, because I guess I could have trapped the Bisharp, but even with Sucker Punch and everything like that, I don't think we'd have lived. So we can go for, I think Double Edge is the way to go. Let's go for the Double Edge, because he really doesn't have a switch in apart from the Bisharp, and we can outspeed everything else as well. So that's going to be really, really good. So we haven't lost this yet. He does go out into the Bisharp this turn. Okay. I see. Right, he's going to have to Sucker Punch this turn. So I'm quite comfortable going out into Conk. He does go for the Sucker Punch here. Okay. So I'm actually going to be cheeky, I think. I'm sure that Starmie is coming in. That's the problem. And a knockoff on that would be huge, huge. And I think that's what we're going to have to do. Yes. Yeah, we got it. Okay. So we got the Starmie. That's absolutely excellent. He's probably going to go out into the Charizard from here. And I think... right, we do need the Conk. That's the thing. So we're going to have to go out into Nimbus here. Yeah, we're going to have to go out into Nimbus here. And we're going to somehow have to take 2 hits from this, which I really don't think we will. 51%. Well, we're going to get a little bit of extra boost. And we're just going to go for... is it worth Dragon Dancing? No, because he's Scarfed on the Kyurem, so that wouldn't make any difference. So he does miss his Fire Blast, which is going to be huge, because we can Frustration, and that is going to KO this guy. It's going to be close. Okay, so he goes down to the Bishop here. I'm just going to EQ, because I should outspeed. Yeah, KO the Bishop. I guess if he was max speed invested, but they don't know. I guess they sometimes run max speed. Mainly Adamant, though. And I've got enough speed to outspeed Adamant, as he's now stuck in with Kyurem B. So we're just going to go for Frustration here. He is locked into Ice Beam. Okay. So what we can do here is we can go out into Conk, go for the Mach Punch, and that's going to do a huge amount, and then that's a guaranteed win from there. So he's going to take us out with the Ice Beam, and Staraptor is going to be able to pull through from here. So we did lose a lot of mons to a lot of very scary threats. This was a very offensive team. But we managed to pull through, which is absolutely excellent. We're just going to go for the double edge here, and that is going to KO. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and that was definitely interesting. I thought I was on the back foot there, but a few predictions did manage to get me back, which is absolutely excellent. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.